I know this is going to echo like crazy. So this is test for sound. Justin, test for sound. So after years of pouring our heart into YouTube, we've made the difficult but yet exciting decision to move away from YouTube. Now, we're not alone in this. Thousands of creators over the past year have done the same thing. And let me explain to you why. At one time, YouTube used to be the exciting Wild West of content creation where people could go and create something that could catch on, they could go viral, and they could eventually make a living on it. But that's not the same anymore. And YouTube isn't like that and hasn't been for some time. The YouTube algorithm has just become so difficult to deal with. It favors big channels with millions of dollars to spend on ad revenue. Yes, they do promote their channels. Or people that have AI channels that are able to do things for next to nothing. If you haven't noticed that there's been a great influx of just generic AI videos, and it makes it harder for original content creators to be found. So the algorithm has been working against YouTubers that have original ideas or don't have large corporate backing. Reason number 2 is YouTube's little secret. It's called shadow banning. Now, despite having over 60,000 subscribers at the time of the making of this video, some of our videos are only getting 20 views. Some of them, if we're lucky, are only getting 200 views, where a year ago, we were getting thousands of views or even high in the hundreds of views. Not every YouTuber is going to get hundreds of thousands of views on their videos, but with 60,000 followers, you should expect to have more. This is shadow suppression, and YouTube is known to do it. Even though they will deny it, it is something that happens. Now you could say, well, maybe our content isn't as good as it needs to be, or we need to upgrade what we do or change our whole gimmick that what we do to put out to you guys. But still, with 60,000 subscribers, sometimes even getting less than 100 views on a video after a week, there's a problem there, and it's called YouTube suppression. The next reason is lack of discovery for new content creators. Now, I kind of went over this a little bit ago, but unless you're a multi-million-dollar person that has lots and lots of money to invest into your promotional work or get, YouTube promotion or something like that, you're not going to get found. Now, there's a big cry on YouTube that says, small content creators unite. Well, come on, guys. We know that's a joke. You're not going to unite. Everybody's out for themselves. And YouTube is kind of like this game where everybody wants to be the next big content creator. However, YouTube has not been supporting small content creators and hasn't been for a while. They want to go to big corporate conglomerates or those that have millions of dollars worth of ad revenue that they can spend. You know what I'm talking about if you've ever used YouTube Promote. The next thing is monetization and watched hours. Now, these things are absolutely incredible and hard to get. You have to have 4,000 watched hours just to get monetized. And getting 4,000 watched hours as a new YouTube channel is extremely difficult. Not to mention you can get demonetized. If you say something for being real, YouTube can often demonetize you, and it's not even for anything political. It could be talking about a historical figure. It could be talking about something that is not even remotely involved with anything going on in the news today. YouTube can demonetize you that quick. Inconsistent support. Now, this is one of the biggest problems YouTubers have. You reach out to somebody, and if you're a small channel, you don't have a representative from YouTube working with you. You have to figure things out for yourself, and it's often goes unanswered. There's no way to get a hold of YouTube, and if you do, it's usually some sort of a bot that's answering through some sort of an instant message, and you can't get the answers you need, and they'll just pass on generic, really just non-assisting information for you as a small creator. Now, as you get bigger, yeah, you get somebody that actually works for YouTube as a consultant that assists you with your channel to keep you monetized. But as a small content creator, you're not getting that. Now, I've spoken to many content creators, some of which channels are way bigger than ours, and they're all facing the same issue. YouTube is just exhausting trying to beat these algorithms, and it's just exhausting trying to come up with new content that nobody was watching because the algorithm isn't pushing their content in the first couple hours. Creators burn out from 1, chasing trends with no return. 2, being demonetized for historical travel, or opinionated content. 3. Losing subscribers without any reason or rhyme. 4. Burned ad budgets that never convert. And last but not least, creators censor themselves as to not get demonetized. We've made the difficult but yet exciting decision to move away from YouTube and to go to Rumble. So why Rumble? Well, that's simple. It's a platform that helps creators and works with smaller creators and content builders to actually get a platform and a voice. Now, we're not a political channel, so we don't really have to worry about the demonetization part of politics, but we do worry about shadow banning. Rumble supports new content creators. And let's be honest, guys, everybody knows that YouTube is absolutely saturated. And Rumble, well, it's not as big. And, not everybody's going to go there because everybody's going to want to kill the big dinosaur and stay on YouTube instead of going to a place like Rumble. So what are some of the key positives of Rumble? 1, an equal playing field. New content creators can still have a chance and not be buried by the algorithm. 2, freedom of expression. You don't have to walk around on eggshells and watch what you say and worry about getting demonetized. 3, this is the big one, monetization on day one. You don't have to earn 4,000 watched hours to start making money on Rumble. 4, Rumble has an awesome supportive community. There is all sorts of Facebook groups out there and Reddit groups that have Rumble people on it that will help you out to help you grow your channel. And last but not least, it's a cross-platform support. So you can run live streams, you can do shows. You can't really do shorts on there, but the monetization is easier to get when you do live streams plus long-form content, and it's not as restrictive as YouTube. So what do we expect from the Kling Connection? Well, first of all, I want everybody to relax. We're not leaving, we're not going anywhere, and we're not shutting down shop. We're just not going to spend as much money or time on YouTube as we have for the past 18 months. We've tried the YouTube thing, and to be honest with you, YouTube has really worked hard against us. So we're going to be spending more time on Rumble. Now, we'll be doing more releases and more private releases on Rumble for our travel tips, hacks, and cute little shows that we do. Not to mention, if you haven't been watching lately, we've been doing a podcast where we've been interviewing some great people. All of that will be on Rumble and no longer on YouTube. And if we do put it on YouTube, it will be sparingly. For us, YouTube was the beginning. That's where most content creators start. But it's on to the next chapter. Rumble is our next chapter, but we're not just on Rumble. We're also on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're on Odyssey, we're on all the alternative platforms, and not because we're political, it's just because we think we get a fair chance. YouTube was a great start, and we're not giving up 100% on YouTube. You're just not going to see us as much as you used to. Rumble being the next chapter is exciting. We're going to be on groundbreaking ground and with a new platform and putting everything together for you guys to enjoy and be found and entertained. So go to Rumble, look for the Kling Connection, or click in the link below and follow us. We get twice the amount of views and we get twice the amount of publicity on Rumble as we do on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, thank you for everything, but it's time to move on. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell below so you never miss another Kling Connection episode. Go to Rumble and subscribe to us there and help with the movement. You can also find us on Odyssey, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple iTunes, Amazon. We're on all the alternative platforms, and if you still want to go to YouTube, we're still there. But look for us on Rumble. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, have fun storming the castle.